Oh boy, it's that time of the week. Time of the week when we check in with our best friend, Dark Side Phil, Dark Surfer Phil, Phil Burnell, whatever you choose to call him. He's wearing his Nuka Cola T-shirt, and this is very interesting. Let's refresh to make sure, just to confirm. At the moment of uploading this video and at the moment of recording it, he has 761 views. Comments are disabled, and likes and dislikes are disabled. And I don't know how bad this video is gonna run. You know what? Let's start this over. Let's start this over. Just there we go. We're back. I'm gonna have to edit this probably anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. But anyway, wow. People have been asking me about this Fallout 4 thing with DSP, and I didn't want to make a special video talking about it before I had facts, or at least before I had his side of the story. SYDE, his side of the story. And yeah, I held off on it. And I said I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to wait until he at least does the weekend preview. Then he's going to talk about it on that video, and then I can say whatever I want to say about it then. And that time has come. And I've been quiet about this Fallout 4 situation. I really honestly don't think I have the same feelings on it as other people. Like, to be honest, I don't give a fuck if he gets a game early. The problem I have is that he shat on people that got games early for the last 5 years. And now he's getting games early and he pretends like it's no big deal or like it's not a thing. You know, it's kind of him being a hypocrite and kind of him being having double standards. You know, it's like if I shit on somebody for having a purple carpet and then 2 months later I get a purple carpet, he could at least be man enough to say, well, you know, this is the best for my business. It's best that I do stuff this way. Sometimes I might get games early, sometimes I might not, but that's not going to change who I am as a Let's Player, as a person. See how easy that is? But DSP can't do that. Anyway, he got Fallout 4 early, and he had to go on Instagram because he's an Instagram whore, and he had to go on Instagram. And I'm not hating on him at all. This is factual information. He actually did this. But he went on Instagram, posted a picture of Fallout 4, and of course, people got on his ass about it. Oh, you got the game early and blah 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 blah. So then he did not a weekend preview. He did a pre-stream talking about it. In the pre-stream, he disabled likes and dislikes and comments. I don't know if they still disable. I never even watched it, because I was doing other stuff and editing other stuff that didn't have anything to do with DSP, and I didn't really feel like watching it because I knew I would get something like this eventually anyway, so what would have been the point of watching that? Anyway, yeah. So in typical DSP fashion, he talks too much. To make a long story short, he talks too much. I said this a long time ago. He talks too much. Sometimes he should just shut the fuck up. If every popular Let's Player, if every moderately popular Let's Player, Twitch streamer, and YouTube reviewer, or reviewer in general, took pictures of every fucking game they got, and every time they got a free Steam code or something, the entire freaking Instagram and Twitter would just be pictures of them getting games. Those people don't do that. But no, DSP isn't used to this. So he gets a game free. He got to talk about it on pre-stream. Then he got to talk about it in the weekend preview. Then he got to make a special video like this talking about it. Then he got to post it on Instagram. But then when people get mad at him about it and give him a hard time about it, then he gets all pissy. And before we actually start the video, I know I'm talking a lot in the beginning here, but this is the way I would have handled it. If I was in DSP's shoes, I had the same reputation as him and everything. It's two ways he could have handled this. He could have got the game early, not said anything about it. Both ways of handling this, you don't say anything about it, because that's the way a professional would handle it. A music reviewer isn't going to say, I got this free album a week early. He's not going to say that about every fucking album he gets. At best, he's going to say, currently reviewing this album. And that's going to be it. And my video was really locking up, and this is not good. That's what I get for rendering videos while I'm trying to record. I hope the audio isn't too desynced, but if it is, I'll try to fix it. Hopefully the video isn't complete garbage. But back to what I was saying. The way I would have handled this, and let me get this preview off the screen, so that might be helping me out. Way I would have handled this. I would have got the game early. I wouldn't have said anything. I would have recorded a ton of shit offline. Then day one hit, I would have uploaded about 6 or 7 hours worth of shit. Day two, 6 or 7 hours worth of shit. No, I fucked up. The way I would have handled this, I would have recorded a bunch of shit offline before the game even came out. Not told anybody, not talked about it with anybody, not said anything. I would have been playing the shit at like 2 in the morning. I wouldn't even stop doing streams. Okay, Fallout 4 day comes. I would stream Fallout 4 from that point I'm at and say, I got this game early. If you want to see everything before this, watch the videos I uploaded today, because eventually he's not going to stream it. Eventually the views are going to get so low on Fallout 4 streams to the point of he's going to stop streaming it. So who cares? Who really cares, right? And then wouldn't he be kind of special because he playing the game instead of from the beginning? Everyone's going to see the beginning. If you're looking up Fallout 4 on the internet, you're going to see the beginning of the game. But anyway, I would have played it offline, got a ton of fucking hours into it, uploaded a part of that day one, a part of it day two, a part of it day three, until I got caught up to where I am actually in the game. And then I would just kept it going from there. People complain, they complain. I got the game free. I got the game early. It's a review copy. That's how it is. That's simple. People are going to be mad anyway. I mean, this is fucking DSP. People are going to be mad anyway. So what's the point of him even making a video to explain this when people are going to be mad regardless? You can't make videos explaining everything because your life is going to be more troublesome. Imagine how hard anyone's life would be if every time they did something wrong, or if every time they did something that somebody didn't like, they had to make a fucking 30-minute YouTube video explaining it. I wasted some milk earlier. Somebody was mad at me for wasting milk. Oh, well, I got to tweet about it. I got to argue with people on Twitter about it. I got to make pre-streams about it. And I got to make a 30-minute video about it. Every time you do something wrong, you got to make a video about it. Every time you got to make it a big deal. You could let your haters turn it into a big deal, but don't make it a big deal, because by him making this video, the people that got on his ass about it, they win because he's making a fucking video about it. He didn't have to make this video. Anyway, I'm really talking a lot, but second way I would have handled this. Yet again, would have not talked about it. Day one came when I'm able to stream Fallout 4. I'm going to come on Twitter. Hey, you guys, about to stream Fallout 4. Hope you join me. Start streaming Fallout 4. That's it. No pre-stream talking about it. No nothing talking about it. There's no fucking point in talking about it. People know how shit is. You don't have to explain everything to everybody. But I'm sure somebody will say, oh, you would handle it that way because you're shady and Darkseid feel is real. Yeah, sure he is. But that's the way he should have handled it. That's the way everyone would handle it. It's going to be a lot of people playing Fallout 4 the day before it comes out, playing it Monday. And I guarantee you almost all of those people didn't make videos and argue on Twitter and make Instagram posts about having a game and how they're going to play it and talking about how contracts work and all that other shit. But no, DSP has to do that. He has to explain to his haters, you see. He ignores them. He ignores all the haters. But he always explains everything to the haters. And he makes 30-minute videos. Because let's be honest, this video isn't for his fans. This video is for his haters, to give them something, to give them one less thing to talk about. Anyway, let's start.
Hello everyone.
Hello everyone.
Darkseid Phil here, and welcome. We are in full hype mode, right? For the release of Fallout 4.
He hates hype, by the way. Remember that.
It is just looming over us. It's happening. Yes, in about 24 hours from now, the game's actually going to hit stores.
Another thing I want to say, I know a lot of people are going to, that's why I'm going to say this in the beginning, at least to give my input on it. Every time a big game comes out, you have people say, oh, no one's going to watch Darkseid Phil play it because everyone's going to be playing it themselves. No. Let's Plays were never for people that had money to buy a game or knew a game existed and had money to buy a game. It's going to be hundreds of thousands of people watching this shit on Twitch. Millions of people watching this shit on YouTube within the next couple of days. DSP views may be lower, they may be kind of in between, but that's not the game's fault. That's not because everyone's playing it. That's because no one wants to watch him play it. Let's continue.
And I'm super excited. As many of you know, it was my Fallout playthrough in late November 2000.
Before we continue again, I'm not trying to say any of this stuff like it's a fact. That's just the way I feel about it. And I feel like it's I don't know. I feel like it's a legitimate enough thought of mine for me to say it. You know, if I would have said this on Twitter, it would have came across all kind of other ways. It would have had to be 5, 6 fucking tweets. People would have thought I was sneak dissing them and all kind of shit. So I just said I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna say it in the video.
Me, Dark Side Phil, on the map for YouTube game playthroughs, even though it was a low quality playthrough when it came.
Remember, Fallout 3 put him on the map with YouTube Let's Plays. Even though for the last 3, 4 years he's been telling us that Heavy Rain put him on the map, but whatever.
Audio. It was the fact that I wandered this.
I have Jello shots, by the way. Almost done with them.
I didn't take anything too effing seriously, right? And I even had a few drinks here and there, but I put in both the big wins and the fails, and it was an unedited, full-on playthrough of the game, unlike what a lot of other people
so it was lazy
on YouTube at the time for games like this. And people loved it, and it got me a lot of notoriety,
SSO HPKC had a pretty good playthrough of Fallout. New Vegas, at least. I don't think he did Fallout 3.
Here we are in 2015. The purpose of this video is threefold. The first thing I'm going to do is clear up a lot of confusion that seems to be going on.
30-minute long video, dude. 30 fucking minutes. One more thing I want to say before we continue. I'm not trying to waste too much of your time, but I feel like this is going to be a long one. This is like a dual disc episode of fucking Detractor Balls. This is like one of the shitty movies that came out and you went to school and talked about it and like 2 people knew what you was talking about and you felt like y'all was friends because y'all both knew about the movie, but the other kids in the class didn't know about it. This is one of those movies. But yeah, all DSP had to do, remember, he has an Instagram. He has a lot of followers on his Instagram. He gets more attention on Instagram than he does on Twitter. He could have posted his proof saying that he had permission to play it on Instagram. So yeah, it's just simple. Just simple. I got this game early. I'm going to play it Monday. I have proof to play it. Don't talk about it again.
What is the embargo? Is there an embargo on when you can play
No, he has to do all of
When
this.
can you stream it? When can you
He has to turn everything into a fucking 4th of July fireworks show.
Clear all this up straight from the horse's mouth. I have it in writing from Bethesda because I got a review copy of the game, which we're going to talk about.
Why you couldn't just twit pick this
shit?
shit?
Portion of this video, where I'm going to explain to you
how
I'm going to be covering it, what version I have, and why. All right, and so you'll know exactly what to expect this coming week. The third
this video has portions,
video, which you can choose to skip if you want or not, is going to be in regards to how and why I got a review copy of the game. All right, my reasoning behind it, and hopefully to clear up a lot of things that have been going on.
Oh, another thing I want to say before we continue, this is going to be the last time I stop to talk about something that's not necessarily relevant to what he's saying at the moment. For years and years and years, like I already said, DSP shat on people for getting review copies and getting early copies of games and getting free copies of games. He even said reviews are not legitimate if the reviewer didn't pay for a game because they didn't feel the bite in their pockets or some stupid shit like that, which is kind of true. But at the same time, a good reviewer can look at the game from the point that this is a $60 game. It's not worth $60. Fuck this game. You don't have to pay for a game to know that it's not worth something, to know that it doesn't have as much value as it should have. Anyway, I kind of lost my spot because I fucking went off talking about that. For years and years and years, DSP has talked about how he got offered review copies and offered free games and offered this and offered that, and he always turned it down. Well, now DSP isn't doing as good as he used to do. So now DSP is getting desperate. So now DSP is finally going to play YouTube Let's Play a Ball, something he should have started doing in 2008, and maybe he would be popular. But no, DSP wanted to ride his own wave. He wanted to be in his own lane, and his own lane didn't work out too good. The way I feel about something like this, if you do YouTube for a job, and somebody come to you and say, "Hey, kid, we're going to give you this game 2 days early, and you can do whatever you want to do with it and make all the money you want to make off of it. Get the fucking game. Do it. It doesn't make you a sellout. You're doing it for your job anyway. If you see them as a sellout for getting the game free, you should have saw them as a sellout for doing it as a job. Wouldn't a sellout be a person doing it for money and not a person that's doing it for money but then getting shit free? You get what I mean? DSP been a sellout. He's been a sellout since he started doing it for money. And only for money, since it's turned into his only job. So get all the free games you want, man. People are going to give you shit for it, but people are going to give you shit for anything anyway. So fuck it.
Rumors.
That's the way I feel about it.
By the end of this video. I'm going to tell you right
I'm
now.
sure somebody's going to disagree with that, but
that's
the way I feel.
Disabled, because I know for a fact that Fallout 4, out of all the games that I've played, is probably going to be the one that you're going to have most people trying to spoil. Already there are people who
Bullshit.
try to spoil.
Bullshit. We 2 minutes in. Bullshit. He did not disable the comments because people are going to spoil the game in the comments. Why would somebody come in the comments and spoil Fallout 4? No, he disabled comments just like the reason why he disabled likes and dislikes. Because he knew he's going to get shat on in this video. What a fucking liar.
All over the internet.
Wow.
Me, they've tried to troll me. They tried to troll people in stream chat.
What a liar.
On Twitch, everywhere. People are just...
I've seen no one in his stream chat spoiling Fallout 4. What a fucking liar.
Dicks about it, all right?
Wow.
And obviously, I don't want that to go down in particular on this video, because this is going to come out far in advance of me playing the game.
Far in advance is less than 24 hours.
Oh God, I wanted to see how DSP is going to
Dark Side Phil, why you lying to us?
So comments are disabled on this video in particular. They will not be disabled on my playthrough. They will not be disabled during the streams, during the gameplay, but I'll...
Blast from the past. Not really a blast from the past. But when he played Grand Theft Auto 5 when it released, he had comments enabled on all of those videos. No one spoiled the plot and under the videos, at least not from when I was watching it. And when he streamed it, he was like, mods, make sure you ban people or kick people that's posting spoilers. He didn't disable comments in any of those videos. Straight up lying. Nice
so
snort.
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, let's clear up the confusion.
I like being lied to in the beginning of a video, by the way.
Right? This is synonymous.
Really makes me happy.
Seriously synonymous with my existence on YouTube. That's why I cannot wait to play this.
Really fucking makes me happy.
Bethesda.
As I check comments on my phone.
Concretely has said, if you did not receive a review copy of this game, you may not live stream it, you may not do a review of it, and you may not do on-demand videos of it. None of that is allowed until midnight Eastern Time on release day, which is November 10th, 2015. So if you didn't receive an advanced release copy, or an advanced review copy, excuse me, you cannot do it. Now, people already will do.
People that got an early copy got a 24-hour start. OMG.
Those are not allowed. So those, you know, if you see them up and they get reported, they'll get taken off of YouTube. If you see someone streaming the game already, that, you know, it's not allowed. Twitch has even said no, not allowed, okay? If you have an advanced review copy with written permission from Bethesda, which I have right here, it means that you can play this game.
Why is this video 30 minutes long?
But if you want to talk about the content of the game on social media, on YouTube, on Twitter, Twitter, on Twitch, if you want to live stream the game, if you want to post up videos of the game, if you want to put up a full review of the game, this is not allowed. And it actually says right here, until Monday, November 9th
yet
at
again,
8 a.m.
wow.
Eastern Time.
24-hour difference between popular people and regular people. This is not a big deal. This does not deserve a video.
You can put up your playthrough. You can do whatever. However,
Tevin, you didn't need to make a video either. I don't fucking care.
For review copies that says we do ask that you avoid including story spoilers in your review coverage. So.
What for a day?
Actually, I'm going to read you word for word what's in this letter, and then I'm going to explain why there's confusion, all right?
He's going to read word for word, just like how he read word for word the text messages between him and his old best friend, just like how he read word for word the emails he got from Blip TV. DSP, you're doing a little bit too much, bro. Little bit too much. If I was like an indie dev or some shit and I saw this, I would put him on my blacklist. You're not getting any fucking games from me. Just a little bit too much DSP.
Embargo. Reviews are under embargo until
just saying, I'm not seeing everybody else that's getting this game a day early reading the entire fucking letter they got from Bethesda. Just saying, you might be doing a little too much.
November 9th at 8 a.m. Eastern
Just
time.
A little bit.
The embargo includes streaming gameplay.
It's the difference between being transparent and doing too much. And you doing too much.
Etc. We do ask that you avoid including story spoilers in your review coverage. And then that's it. Then it talks about patching and all kinds of stuff like that.
I thought you were reading word for word. You didn't read it word for word, you liar.
I don't understand. So it says you can post a review at 8 a.m. and it does include live streaming, so you could live stream, but it doesn't say about YouTube. So what is allowed, what isn't allowed? It said no spoilers, so how could you play the game and not have spoilers? All right. Listen. The bottom line is this is standard wording for review copies, and people don't seem to understand this because a lot of people don't get review copies. Okay.
A lot of people don't get review copies. I've gotten a few.
Advanced review copies, okay, where I've seen this kind of wording. Here's what it means. It means, very basic.
He has to treat us like dummies now. Great.
If you got the advanced review copy, this is your written permission to play the game starting 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Period. You can live stream it. You can put videos on YouTube. Some people say, but it just says streaming gameplay footage. YouTube is streaming gameplay footage. People don't understand
basically.
that. You're saying that you watch a video on YouTube, it's not streaming? Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Even if you're not watching
it's just streaming a recorded video.
It's still a streaming piece of gameplay footage, which it says right here, streaming gameplay footage is allowed. So it is allowed. Per their wording on their letter, it's allowed as of 8 a.m. Eastern Time, all right? Now, what about the portion that says we ask that you avoid including story spoilers in your review coverage? Did you just hear the statement? We ask that you avoid including story spoilers in your review coverage, meaning
now, of course, if we want to be super fucking technical Teds like he being right now, this video is already too long. But if we want to be technical Teds like he's being right now with this wording, we can see a let's play as being review coverage, because doesn't he say that? Doesn't he say when he tries to say it's transformative work and all of that shit? Doesn't he say it's his live critique and his live criticism? Criticism is like part of a review, right? So we can say a let's play is kind of like part of a review, like a really long review, and it's going to have story spoilers in it, obviously.
If you do a full advanced review of the
that's
game
being way too fucking specific and technical.
Before most people have bought and played the game yet, don't tell them big story twists, because that's probably a dick fucking move, and that kind of violates the trust that Bethesda gave to you if you were given a review advanced copy of the game. So yeah, you could review the game.
You kind of violating their trust now by doing all of this.
The game, this guy comes out, it's a big twist and this and that. Oh, by the way,
big twist and Fallout.
No, that's not allowed. Bethesda will ream your ass if you do that in your review. So if you do have a review copy,
if you do it in your review before Tuesday, I could upload a review after Tuesday and say whatever I want to say.
The game like I do, and you're going to do an advanced review. Be careful what you say. Don't reveal too much. All right. The bottom line, though, is let's face it, and this is why I'm actually 99% of the time against advanced review copies.
Here we go.
Most people have only had this
99% of the time now.
Unboxing
99%
earlier in the week, and then most people got their review copies near the end of the week, like I did. I got mine on Friday. If you only
he didn't even get the Pip-Boy
how the fuck
version.
Can you say you got all the content out of the game? It's Fallout. Remember how much content was in Fallout 3?
That is not why you don't like review copies, you fucking liar.
You tried to kill every rare monster, if you went for every side quest. It's an insane amount of content, and all reports is that this game's going to be even longer. So, in that regard, how could you even hope in a few days to do a full-on...
He hated review copies for Batman. I remember I did a video covering that, and he did a video, well, he did a pre-stream shitting on people that got review copies for some Square Enix ghost game. I forgot the name of it, but it was kind of shitty. But that's not the reason why he doesn't like review copies. He kind of changing his outlook on shit just to fit his little to fit what he wants to what he wants to sell to us.
Of Fallout 4 on Monday, November 9th is putting out a legitimate review. I think that they rushed through the game and the reviews are illegitimate and no one should pay attention to them. And I don't care if they work for IGN or GameSpot or if there's some YouTuber or
name
some
drop
rinky-dink little person. Reviews for a game that you didn't put in a ridiculous amount of gameplay, and when it's a game like this, you didn't review the game. All you did was review your experience with the game. You didn't concretely, objectively review the game.
Are you serious? He called his reviews his experience with the game, but now a review isn't your experience with the game. Huh? So if I say a sandwich is nasty and you think the sandwich is good, both of our reviews are invalid. So apparently it's going to be some concrete review of Fallout 4, and I guess I got to wait till DSP to do it because he's the only one that can do it apparently.
And I'll stick by that statement.
All right then.
All right.
Stick by that statement, huh? Yeah,
now
sure.
let me explain. Now that I've cleared that up, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, November 9th, you're going to start to see playthroughs of this appear everywhere. They're going to be live streamed on Twitch. They're going to be on YouTube. And, you know, I saw that Twitch put out some statement.
Here we go.
Unless you have explicit written permission to stream, don't start streaming until midnight. There it is. So
you're not on Twitch, so it's irrelevant.
Has explicit written permission. If Twitch has an issue with that, that's up to them. Good news is I don't stream on Twitch.
Okay, I was about to say, why is he saying this?
Probably isn't going to have any kind of a crazy issue
YouTube don't
with
give a fuck.
I really don't foresee it. They never
At least not for live streams. It's shit like the Wild West. As long as you don't play music, YouTube don't care.
I have the explicit written permission to do so from Bethesda right here in fucking black and white writing. Okay? Now, how am I going to be covering the game? I am not going to be starting at 8 a.m. For those of you who follow my stuff,
because they're too lazy to wake up in the morning.
I have not been playing the game. I've been doing other stuff. This past week, I had to finish up with my Halo 5 coverage and my Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and I was
playing the game as coverage now.
Black Ops 3, and in fact, I'm not even done. I'm going to be playing more Call of Duty tonight. But
you're plugging DSP.
I have not been playing the game, so certainly I can't put any videos out at 8 a.m. I'm going to treat
you
Monday
could stream
like
it at 8 a.m.
Business as usual day. I might start a little bit earlier on stream, probably around
He's so fucking lazy.
Pacific time.
Dude, all those extra previews he could get if he do this shit at 8 a.m. And he's so fucking lazy, he's going to end up streaming in the afternoon like usual. Oh my God, I can't wait till he get less than 1,000 views on this. It's going to be egg on his fucking face.
It's going to be, what, like 3:30 p.m. Eastern
Man,
time.
DSP.
I'm going to start my very first live stream of Fallout 4, where it's going to be character
I'm not sitting here wishing for you to fucking fail, but you want to fail.
After a few hours,
how stupid can you be?
After dinner, I'll be coming back with,
taking a dinner break.
Of the game on Monday.
My dude, you playing Fallout 4 before a lot of people get to play it. And you want to stream at 3 in the afternoon and take dinner breaks? Are you fucking serious? Some people are going to wake up at 7 a.m., start streaming at 8 a.m., not take fucking food breaks. Some people are going to be playing this shit for 17, 18 hours straight. Eating on fucking stream. Because they actually want to earn their money and they actually want to work hard for their money. This motherfucker want to make it a business as usual. And he wonders why his views are low, and he wonders why he needs a Patreon.
It's going to kind of continue like
that. Holy shit, you are lazy.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and further, until basically one of two things happens. Either
the views
I get
low,
burnt out on the game, and I'm like, man, I played this game for 3-4 days straight, and as much as I'm loving it, I don't want to overdo
burnt
it.
Out.
So
what about that wedding, by the way?
Or until people get tired of it and say, okay, the game's great, but we're tired of it. We wish you'd
people get tired of it equals views being low.
Do a little bit more variety of content. So
just in case you don't know.
Over the course of the week. If absolutely I'm loving the game and people are loving the game, there's no reason why I wouldn't continue doing a Fallout 4 marathon all freaking week. And you're going to see me playing this game doing multiple streams. Now, if I'm playing the game and I notice that after 2 to 3 days people aren't showing up for the streams anymore, then I will still live stream. I will still keep playing the game, but I will not live stream it. I'll just be doing the on-demand videos for YouTube on DSP Gaming. All right. One really huge thing, actually I should say two really huge things, I made some decisions. Number one,
this video is getting real worthless.
I will not have stream chat open when I stream this game. Much like when I streamed Until Dawn.
I'm contemplating fast forwarding.
I am not going to allow myself to be spoiled. I am not going to, I'm not going to have any of that. I'm just
oh my God, DSP, this seems like a fucking weekend preview, bro.
Tough. I'm going to be focused on the game, and if that happens, I will recommend, if you want the absolute best experience watching me play this game, to watch it on demand on DSP Gaming. Once the videos go live, do not try to watch it live stream, because I'm not going to have my attention focused on the stream. It's going to be hyper-focused on the game.
Well, why stream
Number two,
it?
no face cam. I thought about it overnight.
No, literally zero viewer interaction, not even looking at the stream. Why stream it? This dumbass had Fallout 4 almost a week early. Might have had it before that and just didn't take a picture of it then. He could have beat the game by now. Off screen. Then just say, hey you guys, I'm not going to live stream Fallout 4. At 8 a.m. videos are going to go live. It's called playing ball, DSP. When you get review copies, you do that. That's how you make money. But no, DSP can't play ball because playing ball is selling out in his world. He can't do that. Oh my God. That is so fucking stupid. He could have beat Fallout 4 by now. And he could just have 40, 50, 60 videos to upload over the course of the next few weeks. But no. He's gonna start playing the game for the first time. The same time Twitch people start. And who are we gonna watch? We're gonna go to DSP with his shitty fucking stream chat, where if you get banned if you say Dragon Ball Z isn't a good show, or we're gonna go to Twitch, where we can see people that actually interact with the chat and I mean, we're gonna get what 1080-30 or 720-30 on Twitch. It's fucking Twitch. You're watching a live stream. People don't care about the quality that much, and the people that do need to just play the game for themselves. Whatever. I'm
debating
rambling.
it, and even though a lot of people like face cam, ultimately I've decided it would be too distracting. I want to focus on the game.
Face cam is distracting because he has to act like a fucking clown when he has it turned on.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm focused on. So there will not be face cam. Plus, it's going to be an homage almost to my original playthrough of Fallout 3, which didn't have face cam. Back then, it wasn't about quality. It wasn't about gimmicks. It was about playing the game and having fun. And that's
it makes no
what I care
sense.
about, okay?
That's not an homage. Take a sip. Oh my God, DSP, you're killing me today. How was this 20 minutes longer than?
So
how was this 20 more minutes?
Multiple live streams on Monday, continuing throughout the week. Videos will be uploaded to DSP Gaming starting on Monday. And it'll continue throughout the week till we get bored. If near the end of the week, okay, I really like the game, but I don't want to go too crazy with it. I don't want to get burnt out and get frustrated or because that's what tends to happen. If I play the same game like a marathon all week, I'll start to get burnt out on it a little bit. I've got a lot of other stuff to go back to. I would love to go and get back to WWE 2K16's My Career Mode, which has been on hold for a while now. I would like to get back to a post-game session of Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
What about this game, the game you still didn't finish? Oh look, as a matter of fact, YouTube is recommending me this game right now. Why don't you go back to playing that? What about Talos Principle, a game you got a review copy of and didn't even finish?
I'd like to do. And
well, technically you
Call of
did,
Duty
but
Zombie
you
stuff
didn't
that I
finish
did
your
actually
playthrough
earlier
of it.
today. We were very close to actually beating this zombie map and getting the trophy for doing the Easter egg. We were close, but we were like close but no cigar. We were right there and we kept failing. So I'd like to do that too. So there's tons of stuff for me to do if I end up getting bored with Fallout 4.
Talos Principle.
All right. And so later in the week, then we'll do that kind of stuff, okay? We'll see what happens.
Why are we talking about this here? This should be in the weekend fucking preview.
I'm going to update you on that kind of stuff.
This video should be over with now.
Finally, let's address the nonsense, the drama.
Here we go.
Let's get all this stuff out of the way
drama
before the playthrough even begins, all right? Number one, if you're watching this playthrough of me playing Fallout 4, I'm going to strongly recommend a few things to you. Don't read the comments of the videos, and I'm going to be honest, if you really don't want to be, like, spoiled or whatever, do not even join the stream chat. Even though I'll have a stream chat live.
Don't join my chat. Whatever, fine. Don't read the comments of the video. So you're pretty much saying don't comment under my video. Wow. All right, then.
Potential for spoilers is sky fucking high. If any of there ever was a game where people would want to spoil
do people really care about the story of Fallout 4 that much? Like, Fallout 3 was pretty alright, but I'm not coming in my pants over the story of Fallout 3. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. Even when Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, I don't remember people really spoiling the story of that. And I remember people was really salty about the game possibly getting spoiled. And I don't remember it really getting spoiled. I can't see somebody posting a YouTube comment spoiling a game like Fallout 4. Half the fun of Fallout is playing the game yourself, not getting the story. It's not like a fucking Telltale game or something. I don't know. I'm missing the point, I guess.
All over social media trying to do so. I strongly recommend you stay away from the video comments and you stay away from the stream chat if you don't want to be spoiled. That's going to be number one, all right? Because I'm not going to be actively policing them. Like I said, I'm going to be playing the game. That's my focus, to put out a quality playthrough for you.
A quality playthrough. You're going to do it the same way you always do it.
Why am I doing an advanced review copy coverage of the game? Why
because
am I
you need
doing
money.
It before midnight?
Because you're
desperate. How did I get the review copy? Well, the thing is, I am a partner with Machinima, and being that I'm a managed partner, they've been trying to get opportunities for their managed partners over this past year.
And he turned all of them down.
I got a few free copies of games earlier this year.
He's not going to tell us
what games. I never really
games.
got an advanced copy, and I did express to them when they asked me a few months ago, and they said, what games would you be very interested in playing? I said, listen, if anything, obviously Fallout 4.
Desperation. That's why he's getting the games early.
And they got me on the list for an advanced copy. And let me tell you, it was a lot. Like, they not only, I had to put my name in the running, give them all my personal information. I had to sign almost like an affidavit. It was like a digital affidavit I had to do in an email saying, I will not violate your embargo rules for this game. I will not, because I had this game since Friday. I could have fucking started back then. But
I don't think you should tell us that.
This legal thing. but I've never seen anyone had to ever do that in an email form before like that. I had to do it to get an advanced copy of this game. So it was a lot of work, but I think it was ultimately worth it.
That was work.
Like I said, this playthrough, to me, this game is probably the biggest game, quite honestly, I'm being very honest here, that I've ever played on YouTube since the beginning. And the reason I'm saying that is this simple. It's a callback to my original roots. Like
also,
I said,
by the way, he tells us he got known for Heavy Rain when he plays David Cage games. He tells us he got known for Street Fighter, which is how I know him, when he plays fighting games. And now he's telling us he got known for Fallout 3. Alright then, he worse than fucking WWE with this revisionist history. Holy shit.
Synonymous with Let's Players on YouTube. It got me lots of popularity. It's a game series that I've loved. I love Fallout 3. I loved Fallout New Vegas. I've done multiple playthroughs of the games for YouTube, which is something I rarely do for games. I did completionist runs of those games. And I mean, people love...
Where's the completionist run?
Of game. And so for me, especially at this point,
you ever gonna finish that Oblivion playthrough? You never done. You never finished.
For months and me having actual
oh my god!
We
talking about copyright strikes?
Because of the fucking bullshit.
Are you serious?
Abuse against my
oh my god, DSP! What?
And basically killing me, taking away thousands of dollars.
Why are we talking about this? This was a week ago. You talked about
really
this.
Fucking important, and I want you to understand something. This is not a playthrough that I think is immediately going to get tons of views. Do I expect on the first day of me playing Fallout 4 to get hundreds of thousands of views?
You won't get that anyway eventually.
Lots of people are
because you suck.
I want to play for myself, not spoil. But then I would love to see Phil do a playthrough of it. So I'm happy for those of you who aren't going to play the game and want to join me on release day or even tomorrow pre-release and watch me play it, come join me on stream, watch the videos on YouTube. For those who are going to play the game themselves, once you get a certain portion through the game, then come join my playthrough on YouTube.
Then come join.
If you watch it when I'm live streaming, if you watch it on demand after, or if you watch it weeks in the future. As long as you come and you watch it and you enjoy it, because you want to feel that kind of nostalgia factor, going back to the roots where I started.
It's not going to be nostalgia. You're playing Fallout 4, not 3.
If there was a game, when I wanted to get an advanced review copy so that I could play it a little early, it's Fallout 4. Now, there's some people...
Okay, the video should be over with now, right? Here we go.
Well, Phil, you've said in the past that you're against advanced review copies. I said in this video...
Jesus Christ! You're killing me.
Copies. I am, because I feel that
this video was way too long.
A game like this, rush through it so they can get the review out, and the review is half-assed, it's not correct, and it's...
See, but this is the thing. DSP got what he's calling a review copy, but he's not a reviewer first. He's a Let's Player first. So, he shits on reviewers that get early review copies because he feel like they rush through games. Okay, DSP rushes through games. If you watch some of his playthroughs, you know that. Recently, he rushed through Halo 5. Watch him play Halo 5. Watch his first video, Halo 5. He rushed through it. Watch him play Call of Duty right now with his friends and co-op and the zombie shit. He rushing through it. Watch him play almost half the games he played in the last 2 years. In the last 4 years, he rushed through them. He rushes through games for a different reason than the reason why reviewers rush through games. Reviewers rush through games because the end is what's the most important. They have to put that review out. DSP rushes through games because the current is the most important. He got to put all those Let's Play videos out. That's why when he dies, he gets so fucking salty, because when he dies, he has to redo something and he has to upload it because he doesn't want to edit. So he has to upload him redoing something. That's why he rushes through games too. He just rushes through games for a different reason, but he won't admit to it.
It's unprofessional. Yet those people work for the biggest gaming media companies, right? That's what I'm against. I think everyone should get the game at exactly the same time. There should not be...
But you're not getting it at the same time, you fucking dummy.
That would be in a utopian world. If the world were perfect and there was no,
So if the world was perfect, everybody would get the game at the same time. So because the world not perfect, now he's okay with everybody not getting the game at the same time, as long as he's one of those people that get it early. Cool. I understand now.
And there was no uneven playing field and everyone was able to get a fair shake. Great.
Completely understand.
But I don't live in that world, do I? Do you? Because I don't know about that. I don't know about anyone who says that they're living at the top and they have no hardship in their life and it's the perfect world. We live in reality, and in reality,
I lost a lot of respect for DSP just now in his last 2 minutes.
Not a lot of people were doing what I was doing. I
Wow.
was one of the kind of originators of the long form,
The
raw.
fact that he's saying it's okay for him to get a game early because the world isn't perfect, even though he's been complaining about people getting games early for the last 5 years. Not the last 2 months, not the last 2 years, not the last 2 days, the last 5 years. He's been complaining about this. He completely changes the reason why he complains about it, and then basically say, the world ain't perfect. You gotta do what you gotta do. You shouldn't have made this video, DSP. It makes you look worse.
Let's Play with live commentary.
Which is why you disable comments and likes and dislikes.
When I did my Fallout 3 playthrough, it exploded. It's now 2015. There are ridiculous amounts of people who do this, and there are. And
you're not better than any of them. That's why they all get more views.
Like I do.
You don't do it for fun.
Only for this. So
you do it for this too.
On YouTube have been uploading videos of Fallout 4 already because they want the views and they want that money, you know. And
But you got a review copy and you're gonna play it a day earlier before regular people because you want views and money. The only reason why you're not playing it at 8 a.m. like those other people is because he's either fucking lazy or he wants to seem like he's still trying to keep it real. Because DSP likes to play both sides.
If I didn't get an advanced review copy of this game, there would be other people who did, right? There's tons of other people who got an advanced review copy like me, and they're going to be playing at 8 a.m. And I've even said this because people are like, oh, I don't understand. Listen, you think the people aren't at 8 fucking a.m.? Are you kidding me? You don't think not only are there going to be reviews out at 8 a.m., there's going to be full fucking playthroughs, like 20 to 30 hour.
Yeah, that's because those people, like I said, are hard workers. When you're a hard worker, you get paid more. It's kind of that simple. Of course, you can say they're only doing it for the money, but they're also a hard worker. Regardless if you consider playing a game a lot is work or not. I'm sorry, but beating a game like Fallout 4 within less than 2 weeks is kind of a task. Regardless if you consider playing a game as work or not. But those people are putting out those playthroughs and those reviews day 1, 8 a.m. Not even day 1, day 0, 8 a.m. because they're hard workers. Because they want to work for the views they get. They don't want to just hope they get them eventually. DSP is so fucking dumb. He's going to play the game business as usual. And he's going to be behind like every other game he's been playing. So just like with Batman, he's going to be playing Fallout 4 2-3 weeks after everybody else already beat it.
Playthroughs are going to go live on
it's going to work out for you.
Live streams up the fucking wazoo on Twitch and YouTube at 8 fucking a.m. Monday morning. I'm not even doing it until
because you're lazy.
Time. So we're talking 7
and because you're trying to keep it real.
From when the embargo lifts, that's when I'm going to start playing it because that's in line with my normal business as usual.
Business.
And I'm not going to go out of my way to bend over backwards.
Remember, other people that do this only want the money. But he calls playing a game at 3 in the afternoon business as usual. Maybe you need to change your word in Dark Side, Phil.
And change everything, right? To get the crazy instant first view. I don't think that the people who are going to watch me play Fallout 4, are the people who are going to rush out at 8 a.m. to watch someone play. I think that there's people who just want to see it as soon as possible. At 8 a.m. they're going to watch whoever the fuck they can
Yeah,
find
and they're not going to watch you, and you're going to have low views.
Originators of YouTube Let's Plays, someone who became popular when gaming was just becoming popular on YouTube, do a playthrough that's true to his roots.
Someone that became popular when doing Let's Plays became popular. That doesn't make you more legit because you go longer than everybody else, dude. DSP reminds me of like Nas or some shit. One of those old rappers that think just because they're an old rapper, they should be more legit. Just because of that. Not because they're good, but just because of that. And I'm sure somebody can say, oh, Nas is a great rapper. I'm not trying to get at that. I'm trying to get at the point of, oh, I've been around before you, so I'm better than you. You have to listen to me. You have to obey me because I've been around before you. Not because I'm good and not because I'm better, but because I've been around before you. That's DSP's outlook on life. Because I've been a YouTube Let's Player since before it was cool. That makes me more prestigious. Motherfucker, you ain't even get review copies until last month. Get the fuck out of here.
Join me tomorrow and join
you can't even get 500 people to show up on a live stream.
To get through and complete Fallout 4.
You take 3 months to beat games.
And that's
get out of here.
Like, there's really nothing else to say. People want to make up all this shit. Well,
nothing else to say. We got 10 more minutes.
Never, ever did I ever say that because someone got an advanced review copy of the game and because they're playing a day early, that they're some kind of evil person. No, I said, but look, here's what I did.
Of course you never said they were an evil person. You see this wording? This like, okay, bad analogy time. Not even really analogy, bad example time. That's like if I say people that drink alcohol are awful fucking people. And then somebody a week later say, oh, Tevin, you're drinking alcohol. You said people that drink alcohol are awful people. And I say, well, it's not like I said people that drink alcohol are the devil. Like he twists shit around so much. Of course you never said they were evil people. Why would he ever say they were evil people? Not even 2 months ago. Not even a month ago. He was shitting on people that got Halo 5 early. And people that got Assassin's Creed early. Those people only do it for the money. They get the early copies because they want to make easy money. Because they want to have day one Let's Plays on YouTube. He gets the game early. Oh, I never said the people I did that are evil. No, you just said they only do it for money.
Got advanced review copies, and right now they're live streaming because the copies just fucking showed up at their doorstep. They're already playing the game, even though there may or may not be an embargo on it. And they're right now trying to get subs on their Twitch streams and shit like that. Why do you think they're doing that? Versus me, someone who's been around since 2000.
Versus me, someone who talks for 30 minutes about their Patreon before a stream. And if the views are high enough, they talk about Patreon at the end of the stream. And they talk about Patreon on Twitter. Yep, you still suck, DSP.
And it's had my business now attacked
You're not successful.
nonstop by fucking sociopathic
Here we go.
douchebags
Sociopathic
who want me off the internet for
douchebags.
whatever fucking reason in their fucking little lame-brained heads, and they don't want to see someone like me of the old guard of YouTube succeed in this day and age.
Old guard of YouTube.
Right? So
2008?
months,
Really?
I've had thousands of dollars of lost
This
business
fucking
revenue
ego.
that normally I would have because my YouTube channel has sunk from the top gaming rankings to the bottom of the barrel thanks to these sociopathic fucking dickheads.
Why are we talking about this here?
In a perfect world, if I were huge top of the tippy top,
I don't think I can watch
gaming,
the rest of this.
and
I really don't. I don't think I can
burgeoning
watch
and
the rest of
making
this.
ridiculous amounts of money,
This is too much.
I'm going to be the moral authority for everyone, and I'm going to set the shining example and say,
But he's been trying to do this for the last 5 years.
I will not play Fallout 4 until midnight because on principle, no one should have the game before anyone else. Unfortunately,
You said earlier that everybody else should get the game at the same time. You've been saying for the last few years everybody should get the game at the same time. No one should get games early. He even said in some pre-streams and videos that reviewers should get the game the same time as the consumer. Just so a review doesn't come out and make the consumer not want the game or not want to see the game. And of course, at the end of the day, all of this came around to him having low views. But he even said that. But now we get this perfect world shit.
Unfortunately,
that's fucking
not the fucking
serious?
reality we live in anymore. We live in a world where it's dog eat dog, cutthroat on YouTube. It's become all about business and not a...
You call your YouTube channel a business. Stop calling it a business if you want to make it seem like it's a bad thing to see YouTube as being a business. How fucking stupid can you be? What?
About the enjoyment of the game and not about people actually having legitimate...
But it's not about the enjoyment of the game. It's about beating the game fast enough to have coverage out in time.
Skill or having any kind of legitimate entertainment. It's
You
all
don't
about
have skill or
fucking
entertainment.
this.
It is all about this with you too. You call your YouTube channel a business. In the last 10 minutes, he just talked about how he lost thousands of dollars of revenue thanks to sociopathic idiots. If YouTube was fun and YouTube was about playing the games first, do you think he would have talked about how much money he lost? DSP, you're giving me too much
And when it
ammo.
becomes this, that's it. Why do you think there's been such a crazy decline of people who do the long form playthroughs versus the people who do highly edited stuff?
Because
right?
people don't watch
Because now
them?
the business end comes into it. People with lots of editing skill, people with lots of money and production value to go in and make some
It takes some money to fucking use Adobe Premiere.
that looks more like a television fucking comedy show
A
versus
television comedy show. Find me a Let's Play that looks like a television comedy show. Are you done looking yet? Did you find one? No? Exactly.
someone playing a video game. That's what's popular
Television
on YouTube
comedy
now.
show.
And that's not me, and that's never going to be me. Understand that. For me to make this business work, I'm
Business.
gonna have to scratch it.
He just called it a business, but it's not all about money. But he calls it a business.
Claw, and I'm gonna have to do some variety in the content that I do, but I'm
Variety is playing the game early.
I'm gonna have to try to do things and get advantages when I can, and
get advantages. Nice.
Review copy and play.
But he's the Joe average gamer. Remember, he's not like those big guys that only play games for money. He's an average gamer. It's his words. Guess he's not a Joe average gamer anymore.
For Fallout 4 is one of those ways. In addition to the fact that I'm dying to fucking play this game myself.
I'm tapping out after this video. I'm not watching the weekend preview. I'm tapping out after this. Sorry.
Either I try to take means to support my business and let it be successful because of the negative shit that's happened to me this past year.
Called it a business again.
Or I'm gone. It's one or the other. You can't have it both ways. You can't have me be the moral authority of YouTube gaming, right? But then, but people are going to fuck with me. They're going to take thousands of dollars out of my pocket with false copyright strikes. You can't have it both ways. It's one or the other. At this point, I can't stand on a soapbox and say, well, I'm better. I'm going to be morally better than the others and not do it because I need to get in there with the upper people. I need to get a boost to my business.
He needs to get in there with the upper people. He needs to get a boost in his business. But remember, it's not all about the money. He needs to get those day 1 views, those day 0 views, but it's not all about the money. Dude, a fan of his, a stranger, a detractor, a hater, or whatever cannot listen to this and see it otherwise. You call this a business. You treat it as a business. You say you need to get in there with the upper people. I'm doing this for no reason now, but you say you need to get in there with the upper people to boost your business. But you say other people do it just for the money and you don't. Where's the proof? I see none.
I have to. It's just black or white has to be done. And a lot of people might have issue with that. Fine. You have the right to have issue with me getting an advanced review copy, but understand I'm doing it to save the business. A lot of people who watch me for years love my content, want me to continue to do it, but then they have issue with me getting an advanced review copy. Well, it's this or I don't exist anymore. And I go get a 9-to-5 job somewhere and I don't make YouTube videos anymore and you don't hear from me anymore. So what is it that
because
really
when you have a
really
job, you can't make YouTube videos. That's the way it works.
I think most people with a logical mind who actually enjoyed my content over the years, who really watch
you need to have a logical mind. If you have a logical mind, you think the same way as DSP. If you have a logical mind, you think the same way as DSP at all times in any given time. Remember, not even in the last couple of months, we got, if people don't see this as being a positive thing, they're an idiot or something like that. If people don't see it this way, they're a nutnik and all of that other shit. Yeah, if we don't think the same way as DSP, we stupid. It's pretty much that simple. We fucking stupid.
Just maybe his business can get a little bit of a boost. And
it won't get a boost.
Popularity because he deserves it, and because he's a
you don't deserve
worker,
it.
And because
you don't even edit your videos.
Games, that's why he
you don't even put your videos in Premiere and render them.
Him, and we were going to turn out and we're going to check the stuff out.
You don't even render your videos, let alone edit them.
And let me tell you, oh my God, this ridiculous
Here
stuff
we go, talking about the haters again.
People think that like there's a wedding that I was supposed to go to and I'm not going to it because I'm going to play Fallout 4 because I'm making money. I'm greedy. Like, people are that fucking like that stupid.
DSP, you talked about the fact that Panda Lee, this is again, DSP talks too fucking much. He tells us too much information. We should know that his sister has a brother that's getting married this month. This week, as a matter of fact, at least according to what he said, he told us multiple times that he was going to have to go to a wedding during the release of Fallout 4 because he was going to a wedding that Panda Lee brother had, and they was going to fly across country and go to a wedding. He talked about this multiple fucking times. He said he might vlog it. Then at one point he said he might bring his PS4 and play Fallout while he at the fucking, while he on the other side of the country and just upload the videos while he there. He talked about all that shit. And because DSP's so fucking dumb, and because he tell people everything they don't need to know and nothing that they need to know, people are gonna bring this up now, and he's gonna call us stupid for saying that he said it. It's video fucking proof that he talked about going to a wedding. But because we say that he said he was going to a wedding, I had to go to a wedding, we stupid. Are you fucking serious? I have a Bud Light can in my hand right now. Come back later in 3 weeks and tell me I had a Bud Light can. I'm going to call you stupid.
Stupid and that drama queenish that they just want to make shit up blatantly.
How did we make it up?
Despite
you
the
told
fact that I haven't
us.
spoken about any kind of a wedding for like 6 months now. Seriously.
6 months. 6 months. Hashtag, if you watched it this far, hashtag wedding. And tell me your story of if you know, you can say hashtag wedding if you don't know. If you know about DSP talking about this wedding, let me know how you figured out about it. And let me know the source material you figured out about it from. Was it a pre-stream? Was it a tweet? Was it a forum post? Because that motherfucker talked about that wedding a lot. It was around, wow, it was like around, he say 6 months. It was really like 3 or 4 months ago he talked about it. Maybe, I'm going to say between 2 and 4.5 to 5 months. It wasn't 6 months. I mean, it's the beginning of November now. So it was definitely less than 5 months. I think it was like around like August. He was talking about that wedding. But for him to say people lying, like, let's rewind. Let's prove how fucking stupid this dude is and how bad he is at lying.
All the odds against him, and we were going to turn out and we're going to check this stuff out. And we're certainly not going to start a lot of controversy about it. And let me tell you, oh my God. This
look at his eyes.
Stuff that people are making up. People think that
you gotta look at the ceiling and look at the wall when he lied to us.
I'm not going to it because I'm going to play Fallout 4 because I'm making money. I'm greedy. Like, people are that fucking, like, that stupid and that drama queenish that they just want to make shit up blatantly. Right?
Blatantly make shit up.
Despite the fact that I haven't spoken about any kind of a wedding for like 6 months now.
I ain't talk about it in 6 months. So we made it up, but you ain't talk about it in 6 months. Which one is it? Is it made up, or did you talk about it and us talking about it now makes it made up? I don't know.
Now, seriously, like, it's been that long since I really even talked about anything. The fact that maybe there's personal stuff going on behind the scenes that people aren't aware of that isn't anyone's fucking business.
It isn't anyone's business. We shouldn't know then. Just like I said a little while ago. We shouldn't know that Panda Lee brother has a wedding. We shouldn't know that. But DSP so fucking stupid, he wants to talk about everything to make his life seem interesting. I'm surprised we don't know when Panda Lee going to period at this point. Because the dude has nothing going on and he has to talk about everything to make himself feel better. We shouldn't know that. We shouldn't know Panda Lee brother is going to a wedding. But we do know. But now if people tell him about it, it's none of their business. Why the fuck did you tell us in the first place?
And that's why, and the wedding's not even this week. That's the best part of the whole thing. This wedding that people are making shit up about isn't even this fucking week. It's next week. So if anything, it would be the stuff that I was going to do next week after.
But he said a long time ago when he talked about it, it was a release the same week of the release of Fallout 4. But apparently it's not this week. Now it's next week. But we made stuff up. But we made stuff up. Then it was 6 months ago. Now it's not this week. Now it's next week. And now we shouldn't know it's none of our business. But if it's none of our business, why are you telling us it's next week and not this week? He's all over the place.
A week of Fallout 4 that would be affected by it. But they make this shit up. And it becomes fact because people make so much shit up. It just becomes, this is fact about Phil. And it's ridiculous because I'm not going to sit here and address every little thing. I'm busy. I've worked Work.
Playing video games is work. But he doesn't only do it for the money, by the way. But this is the reason why I waited until he made this video. Or the reason I waited until his weekend preview. I'm not even doing a video about his weekend preview, by the way. This is going to be it for me. Fuck that shit. But, I'm sure he's not going to talk about anything important in it anyway. But this is the reason why I waited until the end of the week before I talked about this. Because think about how, not immature, think about how irresponsible it would have been for me to make a video talking about this like Thursday or Wednesday. And then Sunday come and it's like, oh, you made a video talking about it Thursday, Wednesday. And now we got his side of the story. Now either you got to make another video or tell people that this video exists from him and stuff you said in that video might be irrelevant and so on and so on and blah, 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 which is the reason why I waited until now to even talk about it.
12-hour plus days this week.
But all of the detractors, all of the haters, we all make shit up. We just pull shit out of the fucking sky and spread it around the internet enough to when other people think it's true.
Plus, I mean, I'm backlogged on stuff I'm supposed to be doing. After I make this special video, I still have to do the weekend preview, and I still have to do more gameplay before I can even rest today. And people go, oh, well, why
before
you
can rest.
That's why. So please.
This video is addressing every little thing. This video shouldn't exist from you. You didn't have to make this video.
Something I haven't talked about, if it's some kind of ridiculous, massive drama, think about it. Well, let's see. Phil.
Now look how fair this is. If we hear something from somebody besides him, take it with a grain of salt. Don't believe it. But if he says it, believe it. So if he tells us the sky's green, and a lot of people ain't been telling us that the sky was blue lately, we got to believe it.
Was known for long-form playthroughs, raw unedited footage in 2008. Now it seems like there's a new kind of big upper-class gaming YouTuber, and there's this group of people who really don't like him for whatever reason. All of a sudden, weird rumors come out.
For whatever
around the time
reason.
He's going to play Fallout 4. Gee, I wonder why that would happen.
For whatever reason.
You know why. Because this is how they think this is the next step, right? Every step, whether it's swatting, whether it's
here we go.
DDoS attacks.
I thought you wouldn't talk about any of this anymore.
False copyright strikes to knock me off.
Still talking about copyright strikes.
Thousands of dollars. Now let's start more drama about Phil Sonoma.
Guess what? Revisionist history. The YouTube strikes didn't knock him out of the Google search or the YouTube search system. He did when he deleted hundreds of videos.
Watch his Fallout 4 playthrough, which will probably be his most popular playthrough in a long ass time. Let's do more shit. It's every possible thing. And, you know, I'm not going to stop. I'm just not going to stop. I'm going to keep going.
I thought you was done 10 minutes ago.
And I'm going to have fun with Fallout 4 this week. I don't care about any drama. People undoubtedly will twist this video and make fun.
I don't care about any drama. Why did you make this video then? Your fans wasn't complaining. The haters were.
Fucking bullshit out of it because they're fucking no-life losers who have nothing better to fucking do.
No-life losers with nothing better to do. You literally play games all day, every day for a living and barely make any money and have to beg on pre-streams for 20 minutes.
And stick it to that YouTuber that can't really do much about it, right? If I were a giant YouTuber, people wouldn't give a shit. When in fact, I could completely attest to this. When I was a much bigger YouTuber and people did things like DSP Cult Leader and stuff like that.
Shout out DSP Cult Leader.
But now that I'm a smaller
people didn't
guy,
brush it off.
Oh, well now Phil doesn't have that clout anymore. And we'll make all this shit up, all this drama nonsense, right? It's bullshit. I'm here.
Oh my God, DSP, you're rambling. Come on.
And that's what I'm all about this week. And I certainly hope that you will join me this week for it. All right. The final thing, and this is kind of luck on my part. As you see, I have the Xbox One version of Fallout 4.
How was this lucky? The Xbox
Earlier this
version?
year, people were asking me, Phil, what version of Fallout 4 are you going to play?
Should have been playing a PC version.
Console. You know, you played Fallout 3 and Fallout.
And that way you can
Vegas
use any
Xbox,
mod instead of some fucking shitty mod you might get on the Xbox.
So what console are you going to play it on?
And before someone says, oh, the Xbox is going to have all the mods, fuck you.
Mods are going to come out first on Xbox One and stuff like that. And then, of course, it came out that it was complete horseshit. That wasn't the truth. That mods are going to come out everywhere at once. And it was just misinformation at E3 to try to get people to buy the Xbox One version.
I don't think it was complete misinformation, but whatever.
And,
they just misworded it.
A few months
it's the difference.
I made the argument. I said, I really like the Xbox One controller.
Oh my God, are you serious?
It's comfortable. If I'm going to do a long-form playthrough of this game and really spend a week or two playing it solely...
Are you fucking serious? What a shithead.
I think I'm going to get this on Xbox.
If he loves the Xbox One controller so much, why did he get Call of Duty on the PS4? Okay, he's going to say because the DLC comes out for it first. Okay, what else? Why did he get Assassin's Creed on the PS4? Oh, it's got the extra stuff, but he didn't know about the extra stuff until he got the game. Okay, we can let that one slide. What else? Reason why he got the launch games on the PS4 was because the PS4 graphics look better. What game has DSP played on the Xbox One? When MKX came out, he got MKX on the PS4, and he said he loved how the controller felt with a fighting game. If you love the Xbox One controller so much, why you didn't get MKX for the Xbox One? He claimed he loved the PS4 controller, but now apparently he loves the Xbox One controller. Yep, that's not the version Machinima stuck you with anything. No, fuck no.
Xbox One. And
You
I
got
kind of stuck
lucky.
to that. I even reserved the Xbox One version at GameStop at one point. But then when they asked me, do you want the advanced review copy? I said, all right, I'll take it on Xbox One. And that's what I got.
No, he took it on Xbox One because that was all he could have got.
I've actually heard, I don't know how many of you heard this, apparently the apparently
Here
the
we
PlayStation
go.
4 version of the game
Mm-hmm.
has terrible frame rate drops in certain
Of course
parts.
it
We're
does.
talking like down to single digits.
Of course, the PS4 version is the bad version because DSP is going to be playing on Xbox One. I bet you $5 in fun money. If DSP was getting it on the PS4, he wouldn't even be saying this frame rate stuff right now.
Parts of the game. Not
Guarantee
to say that
it.
Wins the game, but it's incredibly noticeable. But apparently, both the PC
Yeah, 'cause that
and
won't
Xbox
get
One
patched.
versions don't have that issue. So if that is the case, I guess the stars aligned. And
So you mean to tell me the PC even? You mean to tell me the Xbox One version of a game runs better than the PS4 version of a game? I wonder how long that's gonna last.
That's what I'm gonna be playing starting tomorrow, and I hope that you will.
I don't really care, to be completely honest.
Stream or with the videos on demand on YouTube. If you are playing the game yourself and you certainly don't want to be spoiled, I completely understand.
We got 1 minute
Check
left to
out
go,
my playthrough
guys.
at
1 minute.
time you feel you're far enough into the game or when you're done with the game, because I really am gonna do my best to try to make this very similar to that original, fun, unedited, raw, excellent playthrough from 8
So effortless then.
years. No, it was 7 years ago. Now I'm right. 7 years ago, and it really
So you're gonna make it effortless.
is. I'm playing this game. I feel like I've come full circle. I do.
You said that with Street Fighter.
It's like going back to where we started and showing that after 7 years.
He said he came full circle when he played that Spider-Man game years ago. How many times are you gonna come full circle? Jesus Christ, this is like a 900 by now.
Successful. That's fun. That's helped
Successful.
people over the years for various different reasons. That's entertained people for various different reasons.
It ain't
And that's
entertaining
something
people
that needs
anymore.
to stay. Something that's meaningful. Something
Meaningful.
that's not just like a thing that's a flash in the pan and gone, but it will eventually be some kind of a lasting note in YouTube gaming history.
What kind
And
of
that's why
ego
I'm
is this?
So fucking stoked to be here and share this experience with
This
you.
motherfucker
7
think he's
years
Jesus, the Jesus
that
of
is all
Let's
I have to
Plays.
say. I will see you all tomorrow for the premiere of my Fallout 4 playthrough. Hopefully you'll join me. Again, I will remind everyone, do not check comments. If you don't want to be spoiled, I strongly recommend you leaving a comment to stream chat. It just makes sense. I hope to see you on stream. If not, I hope to see you with the on-demand videos. Peace out, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'll see you then.
Wow, that was really, really bad. That video was way longer than it needed to be, and he said a lot of stuff he didn't need to say in that video. 30 fucking minutes, and my video was more than an hour long. I apologize for that. I was gonna do a video. In usual me fashion, I would have been doing a video on his weekend preview. He didn't even upload it yet, because this is more important. Because this is going to get the views, which is why he uploaded it to DSP Gaming, even though it's not a gaming video. He puts it on that channel, because that channel gets more attention. But it's not all about the money, remember? It's not all about the money, except you upload videos like this. They get more than 2,000 views in less than 2 hours. But it's not all about the money. You put Fallout 4 in the beginning of the title of the video, but it's not all about the money. You disable likes, dislikes, and comments because you only want the view. You don't want any interaction at all. You don't even want somebody to be able to like your video or dislike it, because it's all about the money. Remember, DSP says those other YouTubers, they don't interact with their fan base. He does. Interacting with your fan base is uploading a video and disabling the comments, making up some shitty, nonsensical, ridiculous reason to why you disable the comments, and disabling likes and dislikes, because that's interacting with your fan base. Interacting with your fan base is blocking and muting anybody for saying anything almost any way kind of negative, because that's interacting with your fan base. It's not being all about the money at all. Interacting with your fan base and not being all about the money is tweeting constantly, every day, all day, what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, why you're going to do it. Tweeting when playlists are done, tweeting when a video is uploading, tweeting when a video is done uploading. This motherfucker was waiting for this video to upload. Uploading now, but you don't want those easy views. Whatever. It's been almighty Tevin for this video, and it's probably going to be at least a good week until I talk about DSP again, unless some stupid shit happen. I forgot my hashtag earlier in the video. I said it like 2 or 3 times. Somebody's gonna remember it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. I do have 2 videos. Well, one video about DSP. I recorded like 2 weeks ago that I got to put out eventually. So I might finally be able to put that video out this week, because I try not to put out too much videos about the same shit within a certain amount of time, because it seems repetitive. Anyway, I'm rambling. This video is already a little bit long, and my voice is all gravelly sounding. So I guess I'll see you in the next video. Appreciate you showing up. Make sure to, I can say this, right? It's my fucking video. Make sure to leave a like if you support the message. If you support this episode of Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z, I've been taking too much Jello shots. Detract the Ball Z. Make sure to watch it on Hulu Plus and Netflix. It's not on Hulu Plus and Netflix. Anyway,